with the new generation consoles, the size and complexity of the games, the biggest games that can be produced is insane, right? And we're not really saying it yet. I feel we should call it quadruple A. I know it's a bit silly, but these teams are so big, and I talk to different people, and sort of depending on who you ask, you basically come to the conclusion that there's maybe 10 teams in the world that can produce games to that level. A couple of them are inside EA, a couple here and a couple there. So it's not 10 companies, it's 10 teams, right, that can produce to that level. And below that, it used to be a much more sort of even gradient of different sized teams, but there's been a bifurcation, a dramatic bifurcation, where there isn't sort of a second tier to that, or maybe there's a handful, but it's not like a evenly spread out thing. So these 10 teams at the top, as far as I can tell, I'm probably going to get this slightly wrong, but I don't think any of them is using off-the-shelf technology. Maybe one is. I don't know. Well, arguably, Epic's Gears of War team is using Unreal, but it's sort of they build it basically, right? So what does that mean? It's the same as if you go to Pixar. Pixar is not using, well, they use Maya, they use everything, but Maya is not their core modeling tool. They have their own, because their needs are so incredible and so specialized, and they have such a big economic base that for them to support a big team of maintaining their own tools, whatever these tools mean, is very defensible. You go below that gradient of, say, 10 studios, the economics for that are just, destroyed, right? And at the lower you go, the more teams you find, and the economics when you're 10 people or 15 people of having your own engine team are terrible, and when you're 1 or 2 or 3 people, it's like not even practical, or not even considerable.